I can't hear you. Hello. Great stuff. My name is Kelechi Okafor, as Femi said, and I'm honored to be here with you today, but I will be accepting no honors, all right? So let's start there. Okay. Are you feeling sleepy at all? Huh? Right, you're not feeling sleepy, but I need us and those who might not be with us just yet to wake up. So we might not be sleepy right now, but we need to wake up. We are in somebody else's dream, thus making it our nightmare. We are in the monarchy's dream, thus making it our nightmare. We're talking about a cost of living crisis. Have you heard anything about it? You've heard about the cost of living crisis. Right, and I think one of the ways that we can obviously deal with this is to be like maybe not giving most of our money to people that don't actually interact with us, right? I read recently that Prince William, he's the head of a homelessness charity now, or he's been brought in as this figurehead for this homelessness charity. And that's when I knew for definite that we are asleep. We are asleep. What do you mean? How many palaces do they have? Does anyone know? 12. 12. Can you name 50. My good sis at the front just said 50. She was like, don't worry about no numbers, right? There's just loads. But what I need you to understand is that they're playing in our face. This might be a colloquialism that some of you aren't used to. But the monarchy and the systems that keep this country running, they're playing in our face. What do you mean people have to sleep on the streets, but we keep giving our money disproportionately to people who have a number of palaces? And then they become the heads of these charities or the figureheads of these charities to say that they care. If you cared, open your purse. If you cared, you'd what? So you told me that you're not sleeping. If you cared, you'd what? Exactly. If you cared, you'd open your purse. But if you're not going to open your purse, what do you need to do? That's it. Abolish the thing. Yeah? And I'm giving you permission. It's not even cultural appropriation at this point. We need to abolish the thing. Right? I need to hear you say it. We need to what? We need to abolish the thing. That's what we need to do. As it pertains to the monarchy, as it pertains to the crown, we need to abolish it so we can know what liberation and freedom truly looks like, so we can truly know what democracy looks like. Why would we have unelected heads of state? You could say, oh my God, but no, we've got the prime minister. Again, we didn't actually elect the prime minister, so I'll have you know that as well, right? So some might see me here and say, oh, why does she have a chip on her shoulder? She's just on that stage, she's talking. I can be here today because I do not stand in front of you as just me. I stand in front of you as the millions of people, my ancestors, who suffered because of what was done in the name of the British monarchy. So for their sake, I have to find the confidence. For their sake, I have to find the courage. Because if we don't speak, they will kill us. They will steal from us and then tell us that we enjoyed it, right? So this is why we are here today. It is not a thing that we should be looking at this late in the game where we're focusing on class or we're focusing on race or we're focusing on gender. We are all suffering together, so it's best that we wake up. We are all suffering together, so it's best that we do what? We are all suffering together, so it's best that we do what? Absolutely so. We need to wake up. We need to wake up. I was thinking recently about the Biafra War. The Biafra War was very much puppeteered by Britain. Britain wouldn't have you think that, but it was. There are items that you have in your homes right now that you use for cosmetic purposes, likely presented to you by Unilever. Unilever, the names, the many names that they had before, if you go and look it up, you'll find the royal, the royal this, the royal that company, and they were all facades for the colonialism that was taking place in Nigeria. Not just Nigeria. We can look across Asia. We can look across various places in Europe. Heck, we can look at the United Kingdom itself. How dare you call yourself the Prince of Wales and the Welsh people them don't want you? Like, be serious, right? We deserve to be in charge of our own liberation. We deserve to be in charge of our own dream. We should not be existing in somebody else's dream that makes life for us a living nightmare. There is no reason, you can't tell me any valid reason why anyone in Britain is suffering currently. There's no actual reason for it other than greed. And we have been socialized, we have been indoctrinated through the education system in this country to believe that some fallacy about the divine rights of kings means that somebody else can rule over us merely through the fact of just flying out of somebody else's vagina that's apparently royal, right? We're not doing that anymore. We are not doing that anymore, okay? So while today we are gathered here doing what we're doing now, we might go home and we might go back into our towns and we might see people who are still asleep. I implore you to help them to wake up. Every time they say to you, oh, I just love the royals. I just love Charles. What do you love? What do you love? And do you love it more than you love your own liberation? Do you love it more than you love your own freedom? Because right now, if anybody out there is not free, none of us are actually free, right? And so if we care about not just our liberation over here, but as my cardigan suggests, the liberation of people in Palestine, the liberation of people in the Congo, in Haiti, in Syria, if we care about what other people are going through, we also understand that all of our suffering is interlinked. The things that we're dealing with here, the very same malaise that we're dealing with here was Hachu. It was sent over to so many other different places in the world. Our suffering is connected. Therefore, our liberation is connected. So because we are here today, I have faith, I have hope that my ancestors didn't lie to me and get me on this stage to embarrass myself. I know that they sent me here for a reason. I know that we are all here for a reason because we do want to wake up. And in fact, we are waking up. And that means that we are ever, ever closer to living the type of dream that makes it so other people don't have to live in a nightmare. All right? Thank you all so much.